All right, here we are on a beautiful Costa Mesa Newport Beach day, looking at a really neat, very elegant 1941 Cadillac Deluxe Convertible Coupe. This car is part of a collection where the gentleman's owned over 300 cars over the years, but he insists on driving his cars, and he likes to take them to events and have them judged, so on and so forth that way. This particular car is a AACA Senior, I believe. We'll walk around and show you the badges. It's also a CCA, Cadillac Club Premier Award winner. It's been judged in the high 900 range. We're going to have more specs at Spud's Garage, and we're going to walk around and talk about it more, but as we go around here, you just want to look at how beautiful the body is and the bright work on this car. It's a very elegant car. The hubcaps on it, he has the original hubcaps. They're Series 61 caps on them because he likes to look better. And he goes through his cars and makes sure, again, he's got a really neat curator here that is very organized, and everything's neat and tidy and works on the cars. So anyways, we walk around, we're going to show you the bright work, and the finish on this car is just spectacular. Beautiful black car. Look down the side of the car here. Mud guards there are just beautiful. We'll get inside and we'll share a lot more with you. It has American Classic Avon, those are bias ply look tires that are actually radials. And there are a lot of little subtle upgrades that we talked about that I mentioned just a few moments ago that the owner's done. The lady on there is just gorgeous. We'll have a nice still shot of that at spudsgarage.com. The driving lights here are actually converted to LED along with the headlights on the car. So all the front bright work and headlights on this car are all converted to LED, so it's brighter for driving. Underneath the hood is a factory flathead V8 with a Hydromatic automatic. We were doing a little spec check before we did the video here, and there was about 1,900 of these convertibles built, convertible coupes, and two doors, and less than 30%, or about 30% of those, so less than 600 were a Hydromatic automatic. So it's uniquely rare that way. Kind of give you a little bit of perspective down low here. This gentleman's very particular, as I mentioned. He likes to make sure everything works. Forgot to cover something up on the front here. Here's the National First Prize winner 2001 AACA badge on the front. We'll cover the engine compartment. You can barely hear this old girl run. Hydromatics, really neat. The Hydromatics went through. We'll actually spend time up on the lift here for you and share the undercarriage on the car. Again, type of car you can drive. Here's the Senior winner, National Competition, Classic Car Club of America. That wasn't on it there. You gotta love those white walls and the look. You can see the reflections on the floor here, or on the side of the car from the curb, and all the caddy bright work. I know I pause sometimes. I can't talk the whole time, but I could. Just kind of take it in as I'm going around, so to speak. All this piping on the top, which is a soft, canvas style, which would have been like from the factory, has got a green trim that matches the greenish teal, I guess you'd call it. Matches the interior of the car. Door jamb to door jamb, just a really nice little car. We've actually got a video of this baby going down the highway, a nice little clip that we're going to add into our video here at Spud's Garage. We just do the review, and sometimes owners give us additional information, but I've been working with this collection for many years, 15, 20 years, and his cars are always special. The top itself has been, all the bows have been restored like they would have been from the factory, I believe. Chrome, and then the black bows on the top here. Back seat, all the leather's been redone in the car. So it's a very high-end leather. You can see the leather texture here. Body by Fisher, interior by Fleetwood. Again, this is a judged car, so the radio's been converted. We'll actually talk about that when we get over to the driver's side there. We'll actually do a video portion of the top going up and down for you here also. The bright work's just beautiful. Look at the door gaps on that. They're very nice. He spent quite a bit of time. Actually, we'll show you some video clips coming up where the hood, The hood fit is really tough on these. He's got the hood dialed in and the gap nice. Takes a special big long bar to get the springs loose. They're quite the achievement in design. Pretty. Couldn't have a better day to be doing this. Convertible in Newport Beach. Again, Brightworks, all beautiful in the back here. Obviously been restored over the years. This car has actually belonged to a couple of very prominent collections. It's the kind of car, the reverse light here, which you typically, I don't know if that's an accessory or factory. Step back, I'll let you look at the back. The deck lid on these are just gorgeous. So less than 2,000, about 1,900 built. Less than 30% of them were the hydromatic automatics. So uniquely rare. The epitome of luxury at the time. All the latches. Again, you're going to see the high-end leather. Now, with the owner, he was telling me last night when I was talking to him before we did the videos and stuff today, told me that a lot of these had the wood grain dashes on them. And he was talking with Caddy guys, and it's very possibly that this car was a special order with the black dash and the trim that's in the car. You could order them with a black dash, in other words. These are the defrost and heat controls. This is the power top control. It's got a power top. We'll take you through that. There's guide lamp controls here. Again, he pays really, it's important to him that everything works. The horn works, the lights behind the shifter. Just pretty in here. A very nice combination. We're going to get inside here. Now, his curator, we talk about him throughout the video here, actually does a conversion on the radios, and he's went to the trouble of he's put little things in here where it says KLS sound, jack FM, but those are all California radio stations, and the push buttons actually work on this, and it takes them to those stations. It's okay to start it now. And we're going to fire it up here for you. Show you all the gauges work. Temp gauge works. Even the thermostat underneath the hood that's got these little panels that open up. Allows the car to warm up a little bit quicker. You see the charge gauge is working. Gas gauge is just under half. Oil pressure is about 50 pounds. Again, everything works. Guide lamps, the headlight controls here. Horn works. These little indicator lights also work. The clock is also working. Look at my watch right now. It's about 11:18. That one's pretty close. Okay. I've actually took a little break there so we could show you the radio. The power antenna is going up. He's pulling on that knob right there.
It's all vacuum.
It's all vacuum operated power antenna. There you go. So you got the pre-button set. Alright, we can turn it down now because I don't want YouTube to block our video or add some kind of ad. We're going to get out and walk you to the back again, invite you in. The antenna's going down like it's supposed to. Actually, we're going to do a little section here with the top, but right now we're going to tell you to get in. Go to spudsgarage.com. Okay, they are loosening up here. They're going to do the power top here. They loosen up both sides. He's going to reach in and do the latches.
I think this one just goes.
It does. It's a long time.
It flies down. You did the snaps on that side?
Yep.
Yep.
So a little top section.
Yep. Fast enough.
Can't get any faster than that.
Okay, back up.
Go back up. What a beauty. Go to spudsgarage.com or we'll have plenty more. Alright, while they're battening down the hatch on the roof here, we're going to go ahead and share the trunk with you. This factory material, he had to actually find this, and then they reproduced it for the interior. Not cheap. A few of the items are in the trunk. I know there's probably a few more awards. This is the CCA Premier Award. This is one of the early awards on it. Down here, the license plate 2002. Again, it's been part of several prominent collections. There's actually a little compartment here in the back where it's kind of a hidden compartment. See the little latch right there, the little grab spot there? We'll actually have a picture of that at Spud's Garage. Courtesy light in the trunk. Anyway, you get the idea. Go to spudsgarage.com. Okay, he's opening the hood. Lift the lady there. Alright, fun part getting underneath the hood here. Very, very beautiful. Full respect to the originality of the car here. There's a few things that we can talk about that are hidden, that are kind of neat. He is fortunate enough to have a curator that makes sure everything's tidy and electrically right. The wizard here at Hot Rod Electric, Jeff. It's been updated with the electronic ignition, but you'd never tell it because they've reversed the coil and put a little cap on it and did some neat things there. Now remember, this car's been judged, so has a factory accessory oiling system on it here. The air filter housing itself is a factory oil bath air filter. However, it's got a K&N style filter in it, so it's a more efficient airflow, so the car runs a lot better. The alternator down there is a correct Delco Remy. You'll see here. He's had the exhaust, which is right here on these cars with the crossover. He's had all them re-porcelain coated. That's not a cheap date right there. The fan belts are huge on this car, and they're very hard to get, but they're he's got fan belts for it. The other thing here that's really neat is it has a much like in some of the later Lincolns, they actually had grill shutters on them on the outside on the grill. This actually has shutters on the radiator, and here's the it senses the water temperature here, and then this moves this lever, and it makes these shutters open up to allow more airflow. So the car warms up quicker and cools better. And it is fully functional. We don't have the car warm enough to open them, but they do open. Here's the National First Prize 01 AACA badge on it. We'll cover those. We're going to cover the front end when we go over to the rest of the when we do the body walk around, and we probably already covered that with you, but you got to stop and look at that chrome. That's for darn sure. Factory air filter. It actually is a filter for the interior of the car. Starter down here. Again, all the proper cloth wiring. Battery, a correct looking battery, Delco. I'm sure it's get up here. Oh yeah, the overflow tank here. He even went to the detail. GM made them specific for all model lines, but he actually went to a gentleman and had him hand do this Cadillac logo here on the overflow tank, which, by the way, those are very expensive if you try and find them. Correct carburetor. Again, full respect to judging. Anyway, we're thinking you get the idea. It has a hydromatic automatic in it. Talk to you soon. All right, we're going to have the owner fired up because you can barely hear this thing run. We want to do a running segment here. Yeah, he was just telling me it idles at 400, 450 or so for the hydromatic to work right. They're very temperamental when they go into reverse. Any early guy knows hydromatics and how to operate them. We'll go to the back here and let you hear it. You can barely, if at all, hear it run. Alright, he's lowering the hood. It works like it's supposed to. You'll see the hood just drops into place. All right, we got it up on a lift. It's always nice to have the opportunity to get a lift. The undercarriage of this car is really clean. It's exactly how it's been over the years presented, and it's AACA and CCA judging events. The owners pretty much kept it maintained and not restored anything here. It was a frame up restoration. We don't believe the body's been off the car. But it's very clean. He's done things like new perch mounts for the rear end, and he's done new axle bearings in it, just maintenance kind of things. He's done all new brakes. The wheel cylinder's been gone through, operates fine. Kind of give you a feel here, just do a good cruise around, more like a drives type undercarriage here. Up in the quarter here. Preserved, so to speak. Has a factory 336 ratio rear end with the Hydromatic 4-speed automatic transmission. It'll go down the highway just fine. Barely even hear it run. All the knee action shocks here in the back. Of course, you see all new brake lines. I know they did some stuff up front. Definitely the kind of car that can be judged at a Concours event. Floor pans here are solid. We know the inner rockers had been done at one time from what we can tell. Beautiful day here in Newport Beach. Fun looking at these. The transmission they went through, had the transmission gone through. Over this side. Just kind of a good overview. Really, it's a solid car. Appears to be solid. All the suspension, tie rod ends look like they're newer on the outboard here. They've went through all the shifter linkage, that kind of stuff. You'll see new wheel cylinders and new brake lines. Tranny, by the way, the first year of the Hydromatic was 1941, is what the gentleman just told me. He's put new stabilizer bar bushings in the front. We appreciate you coming to Spud's Garage. We try and cover everything we can. Should give you a pretty good idea. After seeing how beautiful this car was on this top side, we're actually doing this video prior to doing the exterior that you've already seen. Alright, there you go. Go to spudsgarage.com. Thanks for listening to me. Could be going to your collection.